Do you ever feel like no matter how much money you make, there's always something preventing you from getting ahead? Or that someone else who seems to have less money than you is getting a nicer car or bigger house, or just seems to be doing better than you? Well, if you're sick and tired of this cycle and want to break free, then it's time for you to discover the secrets that the rich use to get ahead. And today, we are going to talk about credit cards. Now, I don't know about you, but this topic is one of my favorites, because when most people think of credit cards, they think of debt, they think of financial ruin, and they think of all the negative things that come along with carrying a credit card balance. But that's not the case for the rich. You see, while the rest of us may be struggling to pay off our balances and trying to stay out of debt, the rich are using credit cards to build wealth. In fact, according to a recent survey, 42% of millionaires use credit cards to earn points and other rewards, while only 19% of non-millionaires do the same. So, what are they doing differently? Well, let's take a look at 5 ways that the rich use credit cards to get ahead. I want to start by talking about number 1, paying your bills on time. Now, I know that sounds boring, but it is actually one of the most important things that you can do if you want to get ahead with credit cards. You see, when you use a credit card, you're essentially borrowing money from the bank or credit card company. And if you don't pay it back on time, you'll be charged interest. Now, this may not sound like a big deal, but interest can really add up over time. In fact, according to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the average credit card interest rate is currently over 20%. That means if you have a $1,000 balance and don't pay it off on time, you could end up paying $200 in interest charges alone. But here's the thing. The rich understand that interest is the price you pay for borrowing money, and they are not willing to pay it. In fact, according to a recent study, only 3% of millionaires carry a credit card balance from month to month, compared to 36% of non-millionaires. How do they do it? Well, it's simple. They just pay their credit card bills on time every single month. And if you want to get ahead, you need to do the same. I know it sounds boring, but it's one of the most important things you can do. If you want to avoid high interest charges and build a good credit score, set up autopay or calendar reminders so you never miss a payment. It may seem like a small thing, but trust me, it will make a big difference in your financial future. Number 2, multiple credit cards. This is another area where the rich really shine. According to the same study I mentioned earlier, the average millionaire has 87 credit cards compared to the 26 of non-millionaires. Now, this may seem like a lot, but there are some real benefits to having multiple credit cards. For starters, it allows you to maximize your rewards. Different credit cards offer different rewards programs. So by having multiple cards, you can choose the one that offers the best rewards for the purchase you're making. For example, some cards offer cash back on all purchases, while others offer points that can be redeemed for travel or other items. By having multiple cards, you can ensure that you're always getting the best rewards possible. But that's not all. Multiple credit cards also help you keep your credit utilization ratio low. Your credit utilization ratio is the amount of credit you're reusing divided by the amount of credit you have available. It's one of the most important factors in your credit score, and lenders use it to determine your credit worthiness. Now, the higher your credit utilization ratio, the more likely you are to be seen as a risky borrower. The rich understand this, and they use multiple credit cards to keep their credit utilization ratio low. For example, let's say you have 2 credit cards, a $1,000 limit on each. If you use $500 on one card, your credit utilization ratio on that card would be 50%. But if you had 2 cards with a combined limit of $2,000, and you use $500 on one of them, your credit utilization ratio would only be 25%. Not only does this help you keep your credit score high, but it also makes you more likely to be approved for loans with lower interest rates. So if you want to get ahead financially, consider getting a few credit cards and using them strategically. It may seem like a lot, but the benefits are definitely worth it. Number 3. Avoiding annual fees. Annual fees are one of the easiest ways for credit card companies to make money, and they can add up quickly. According to a recent study, the average American pays $440 in annual credit card fees, but the rich don't fall for it. In fact, according to a recent survey, only 11% of millionaires have a credit card with an annual fee, compared to 27% of non-millionaires. How do they do it? Well, it's simple. They just avoid credit cards with annual fees whenever possible. Now, this may seem like a small thing, but it can make a big difference in your finances. For example, let's say you have a credit card with a $100 annual fee. If you use it to make all of your purchases for 1 year, you'll end up paying $100 in fees. But if you have another card without an annual fee, you can simply switch to that card and avoid the fee altogether. Or, let's say you travel a lot. Many travel rewards credit cards charge an annual fee, but there are plenty of cards that don't. By doing a little bit of research and avoiding cards with annual fees, you can save yourself a lot of money. And that's something that the rich definitely do. Number 4, sign-up bonuses. This is one of the best ways to get ahead with credit cards, but it's often overlooked. You see, many credit card companies offer sign-up bonuses for new cardholders. These bonuses can be worth hundreds of dollars, and they're a great way to get some extra cash back or points towards travel or other items. But here's the thing. Most people do and take advantage of these bonuses because they're too afraid to apply for a new credit card. They think that applying for a new card will hurt their credit score, but that's not the case. In fact, according to a recent article from NerdWallet, applying for a new credit card will only temporarily lower your credit score by a few points. And if you're approved, those points will quickly add back on. The rich understand this, and they use sign-up bonuses to their advantage. For example, let's say you get a credit card that offers a $200 bonus after you spend $1,000 in the first 3 months. If you can do that, you'll get a nice chunk of change back. But if you're not willing to apply for a new card and take advantage of these bonuses, you're missing out on a great opportunity to get ahead. Number 5, leverage. Leverage is one of the most powerful tools that the rich use to build wealth, and credit cards are a great way to do it. When you use a credit card, you're essentially borrowing money from the bank or credit card company. And if you use that money wisely, you can make a lot of money. You see, credit cards are a fact of life. Everyone uses them in one way or another, but the way you use them can make all the difference. So if you want to get ahead, you need to do things differently. You need to pay your bills on time, get multiple credit cards, avoid annual fees, take advantage of sign-up bonuses, and use leverage to your advantage. If you want to get ahead, you need to start thinking like the rich. And the good news is that you can. It takes a little bit of effort and discipline, but it's definitely possible. Don't be fooled into thinking that credit cards are a scam, or that they're only used by people who can't control their spending. The rich use credit cards all the time, and they use them to their advantage. So if you want to get ahead, you need to start thinking like them. So I challenge you to listen to our How You Can playlist as you go throughout your day. And remember, the way you use credit cards is a choice. So choose wisely.